Yo, YouTube, what is up? Radar 25 back again. My co-host, Michael Fuentamania.
What up, Mox?
Guys, we're back. Last night was Friday Night Smackdown. You know what time it is. We got 3 takeaways for Friday Night Smackdown. The tribute to the Undertaker show, basically what it was. Undertaker, I guess officially, he obviously retired in the said he was going to retire in the last episode of The Last Ride, but you know, take it with a grain of salt. We didn't believe it really, but they're really going all out and saying thank you, Taker, like nonstop. So we're assuming now that he's officially retired. Will not be coming back until Vince breaks the emergency glass and calls him up that we need you because the card was kind of weak. But we'll see what happens, guys. But before we get into the video, the thank you Taker video, I want to remind you guys, drop a like on this video and previous videos, that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, notification bell so you're not missing anything when it drops. Follow the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Twitch for our live stream. Guys, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Our 3 takeaways from Friday Night Smackdown, the Undertaker Tribute show. All right, guys. So the show started off with like a video package in the beginning of Undertaker throughout his entire career for the most part, and then all the SmackDown superstars on the ramp clapping and doing the "Thank you, Taker" chant.
Thank you, Taker.
Yeah, and they talked about like tonight's gonna be the tribute, and guys, it's gonna be takeaway number 1, and it is just the. It's basically an hour. The first hour of the show is just all tribute to Undertaker, and then
the greatness of Taker.
Subsequent little clips later on the show, but for the first hour was just all Taker. So they're all chanting "Thank you, Taker," and they keep talking about that. And then they have interviews from other wrestlers. Some of it was from the Last Ride documentary.
Yeah, a lot of it was from the Last Ride documentary.
Some of it was like some stuff you didn't hear people say.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was. Then they cut to the Boneyard match, and interesting way they did it. They do parts of the Boneyard match, then go to commercial, come back, do a small interview with somebody, and then jump back into the Boneyard match. But it was cool. I mean, it's just a tribute to Taker. Undertaker, we assume he's officially done. But like we said, who the hell knows? Because you never know with him. He might come back.
And there were some rumors online that they might have one more match just for like his final send off.
The Shane McMahon thing, like Shane McMahon was talking about, like, if he's got one more match, I want it or something like that. Yeah, like a rematch.
Like it's like, I mean, I don't know, because then we're gonna go back to the story where he's gonna have a bad match and he's gonna be like, that can't be my last match. You have to keep going back and
But
so
I think the Boneyard match was the perfect way to end it because he did do like the John Wayne ride off at the end of it. He buried AJ Styles alive. I mean, who else is he gonna face that's better than AJ Styles at this point? That's gonna bring out the kind of match like that they gave.
The only way it'd be interesting is if Undertaker's back in the ring, in a square circle with AJ, and they have like a proper match.
Yeah, if they do a rematch at next year's WrestleMania, especially
with the crowd,
especially next year's WrestleMania being, if it, obviously we assume it's gonna take place. If it does take place, it'll be in the new stadium in LA. They'll break that stadium in, and it'll be a big time thing to have those guys come out there. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if they do that. But we're assuming Undertaker is retired. So they show back from his debut. And it's like 30 years.
I mean, WWE does such a great job with those videos, like all those, like they have like they're unmatched when it comes to those hype videos. They're just like, or those promotion videos that they do. They're just so damn good. They get you excited. They got goosebumps going on your arm. Sometimes we see some stuff with the music and everything, the way they edit it. It's so well done. Yeah. But like, what's your favorite Taker moment? That you can remember?
Like I'm a big Ministry of Darkness Taker guy. I don't know why. I just like it the most out of all of them. The Taker with the purple gloves and the gray gloves, that was cool.
The original,
that's like an original, like, new generation type Undertaker. The Undertaker after he came, I was never a huge fan of American Badass just to begin with. To me it was too much of a diversion from the character that I liked. So I'm a big Ministry of Darkness Taker. The after 04 from WrestleMania 20 when he came back as Undertaker, regular Taker, that was cool, but it just wasn't the same. So for me, Ministry of Darkness Taker, and I always think of Taker, and I always think of when he abducted Stephanie and when Austin had to save her. For some reason, that's the thing that rings true in my mind all the time. That's like the moment I fall back to all the time when I think about Undertaker is when he abducted Stephanie McMahon and Austin had to come and save her. And that's the thing I think of. And then when he put Austin on the symbol, which is just the cross, and put him
the symbol that meant the symbol on a cross.
Those are like my Undertaker moments right there that I always associate with him because I was a big Ministry of Darkness fan, especially like his theme song at that time. And but match wise, I don't know, but I just really like that Boneyard match a lot. I don't know, I just like the cinematic of it and everything like that. I also did like his match against Edge at at WrestleMania and the Backlash match they had after that when after he won the title from Edge at
WrestleMania 23, 24 or something like that. Not 24. I think it's 24.
I think it's 24. The Orlando one.
Orlando, yeah. The first
Citrus
one,
Bowl. Yeah. So that's like probably one of my favorite matches of his. Yeah. The build up to Highway to Hell was awesome, but the match wasn't all that. The matches with Kane were always kind of like they never really hit the mark for me. Sometimes the matches with Kane, obviously the match with Mick Foley.
Yeah, I like them better as the tag team, the Brothers of Destruction. I always thought that was better. Than them actual matches.
Yeah, I mean, like I just recently watched again, Buried Alive, in Your House, Undertaker, and Mankind, which was a really good match. Really enjoyed that, but yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a Ministry of Darkness guy, so that's my Undertaker.
I think my favorite Taker is like the 94 when he dies against Yokozuna and he kind of raises above and then he comes back and we're like, have you seen the Undertaker? And they're doing that thing and then it's like there's two Undertakers at SummerSlam. I think it's like 94. Era. That's where like I first remember the Taker and like him wearing the mask at one point. Just like that's my Taker that I remember as a kid. That's the one I like first saw. I felt and my memory goes back. But the best memory I have of Undertaker is WrestleMania 28. You and I were there for our first WrestleMania in Miami. The big highlight was Rock versus Cena, the return of the Rock. But what stole the show that night for me was hearing the bell and that entire stadium just go dark and just everybody you just felt this aura and that song came on and the slow walk and then going in Hell in a Cell and the great match with Triple H and then the ending of seeing Triple H to Taker and Shawn Michaels right
at the end,
at the end there just hugging each other and it was like that's like an era of my childhood and I was like wow it was just that was by far the best moment I had at a WrestleMania and it was really because of Taker.
Yeah, but your favorite Taker is that like doppelganger Taker era right there.
Yeah, that doppelganger. Like I remember like the whole vignette where they were like, "Have you seen Undertaker?" I just saw him. And it was like,
random people.
I saw him in a park. Like, why would Undertaker be in the park? Like all perverted, like sitting there.
That's funny. Yeah, like best match wise is obviously Taker after like that time when you won the 08 when you won the Royal Rumble. That time like 07, 08,
he was in
09,
great shape too. He was like lean. He was really lean.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, like I rewatched what was it? Yeah, Undertaker and Edge from Backlash. So that's right around the time when he won the Royal Rumble and it was him and it was like
I think it was like 07 he won that.
Yeah, him and Shawn Michaels at the end of that Royal Rumble, and they were there for like I think just 15 minutes by themselves, them two in the ring. He was that was the best shape I've ever seen him in. But that's like I think his best match quality was that period right there. Where he's having bust ass matches all the time because he was really changed the whole character up, where he was really like doing a lot more interesting things in the ring and a lot more less so much character work involved and more of just like him pure wrestling. But and
then WrestleMania 25, him and Shawn.
Oh of course,
one of the greatest matches of all time. I mean, if you haven't seen that match, you need to go watch. Stop what you're doing and watch it. If you're a wrestling fan, it's one of the greatest matches of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that was the first hour of the show. They cut to the Boneyard match. They did that, and it was more Thank You Taker. After that finish, so that's takeaway number one. After that finish, you had King Corbin in the ring, and he was talking trash about Taker and saying that it's a bag of bones and all stuff like that. And Jeff Hardy comes out and beats down King Corbin in defense of Undertaker, because they had that ladder match where he really gave Undertaker respect, if it was for the title.
A young just up and start Jeff, like a first time as a singles wrestler. Yep. Yeah,
so he gives all the a ton of gratitude towards Undertaker, so he's defending his honor, and they would set up a match later on tonight. The main event would be Jeff Hardy and King Corbin for the honor of Undertaker, basically. Guys, next thing on the show was Alexa Bliss versus Dana Brooke versus Nikki Cross versus Lacey Evans. Steel gets a shot at Bayley at Extreme Rules for SmackDown Women's Championship. Let's take it with number 2. And the match, it's okay. It is what it is. The Fatal 4-Ways aren't great. And for some reason, like women's Fatal 4-Ways haven't gotten like the whole thing. Like women's triple threats tend to be better than their Fatal 4-Ways for some reason.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know what it is. It's kind of odd. I just hate for some reason. I don't like how they, and it's nothing to do with the wrestlers themselves, but I guess it's the agents in the back when they do
how they script the matches.
Yeah, how they script the matches. How they always do like this match started. One person pushes this person, the other person pushes that person, they push this person, they push that, and this is a pushing match. And then they all both go for roll ups, and it's like I hate that. That stuff drives me crazy.
And like all the like the spots in the match feel scripted. Like I feel like you know where it's going, and you know where it's it just looks like they're just kind of replaying a scene or something. It's just weird the way it feels. Like everything feels very scripted and very formulaic.
Yeah, they tend to do that when they do like multi-person women's matches for some reason. They always do weird. The same stuff.
It doesn't feel smooth. It feels like spotty.
Yeah, it does. It feels like everything's like super choreographed. But surprisingly, I mean, you had the two partners in Cross and Bliss going at it in this match. They had some back and forth here, but like more like a respectful kind of competitive type thing. Nikki Cross surprisingly is the one that gets the win here. She celebrates with Alexa Bliss after the match, and she will take on Bayley at Extreme Rules, which is called now a horror show pay-per-view, whatever the hell that means.
What that means. I guess they'll do a Halloween thing in the middle of June, but whatever.
July. But you know, it was what it was. But interesting to see. It was a surprise that Nikki Cross got the win here. I don't think she's gonna win, but
I was surprised because we've seen Bayley fight everyone else in that match. Like we've seen them, so it's like this is like the newer, you know, feud to go with.
Like her and Dana Brooke was like two like dark horses. Like you.
I forgot Dana Brooke, but like I just don't feel like Dana Brooke is gonna ever do that. Sorry, but Nikki Cross has been pretty hot. They had her a couple weeks ago attack Sasha. I remember in the they were having a little discussion, and then they're like, "Where's Nikki?" And then she was beating the shit out of Sasha and Bayley. So yeah, she's been like a fiery little, you know, hot spot recently, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, so she gets the match at Extreme Rules. We'll see what happens with that. It should be pretty interesting. Maybe there's a smudge finish there, or she just loses outright to Bayley because we don't think she's gonna beat Bayley. Guys, that's takeaway number 2. Next thing on the show was an 8-man tag. You had the New Day, Lucha House Party versus Cesaro, Nakamura, Miz, and Morrison. This was what it was. Nothing special here. You know,
Lucha House Party showed up pretty good though. They had some nice moves to finish the match.
They do. Yeah, they always do. I mean, they're pretty solid in the ring. They're just like not people that you, not like a tag team you can really see as like winning tag teams.
Tag team division on SmackDown's a mess. Like remember the Forgotten Sons? Whatever happened to them? They were pushing the division.
They got swapped out with Cesaro Nakamura. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, New Day and Lucha House Party get the win here. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, we'll see what happens with that with the tag team titles going forward. They got to really spice up the tag team division. So it's really like,
At this point, I'm never gonna believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, next thing on the show, let's take away number 3. The final takeaway. It was a Braun Strowman promo in the ring. Now it was a very serious promo. It was long, which is surprising because you don't really hear Strowman go on that long.
And he had a nipple ring.
And he had a nipple ring. Yeah. He's talking about Bray Wyatt and the Eater of Worlds Bray Wyatt, and he challenges Bray Wyatt in this promo to Extreme Rules. It's a non-title match. It's called a Wyatt Swamp Fight. So it's going to be one of those cinematic ones. We're going to get another cinematic match, another off-location match, probably a lot of camera cuts, very stylish done. Hopefully, I mean, they've been on a run of doing this very, very well, you know, minus the Street Profits Viking Raiders thing, but I wouldn't count that. I wouldn't count that, but like the matches that they've having, you know, on location, slick cinematic matches, they've all done pretty well. You know, some better than others, but they've all been solid. We'll see how this one goes. I'm assuming this is why they call it the pay-per-view a horror show because they're having this match. Should be interesting to see the kind of supernatural things they do with Bray Wyatt in here. But the promo, the gist of it was that you know Bray Wyatt kind of like was the person that really scared Braun Strowman and all stuff like that. And he said he liked it, you know, that era that he was in, or he felt that way. He did like an evil maniacal laugh while he was challenging Bray. So
it was a Predator laugh from the Predator 1 movie where Billy is like laughing and then Predator records it. It was an entire laugh.
That's
right
what it's like. Yeah.
But we'll see where this goes. I mean, the match should be interesting. I liked Bray's promo. He was like probably his best promo that he's ever done. He was intense. He had like the good look. His nipple ring was out and in full, you know, glory.
Yeah.
But we'll see what this match is all about. Again, they've done a good job with these cinematic things. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see what Bray's up to, what they'll make Bray do. The different, you know, are we going to see the Fiend? Are we going to see old school Bray? Are we going to see all the different Brays all in one?
Yeah.
Are we going to actually see guys drown in a swamp and alligators and all that crap? I mean, we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it's better than the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt.
The House of Horrors match.
House of Horrors crap, whatever that was. I'm pretty sure it is going to be better. They've done a good job. I trust WWE on this because they've done such a good job lately. But I'm excited for this match. I definitely am. I wish the title was on the line. It'd be pretty cool if
But I think it's kind of odd because it's like a cinematic that the belt is on the line in a cinematic match. Because he's not going to show up to the swamp with the belt. You know
Why not? I mean, legit, he just has it and just like, puts it down. Yeah. Like, you just, you know, so somebody wins it in like a swamp. I mean, they're pretty cool. First time ever defended in a swamp.
That's true. That'd be the first time ever defended. But yeah, we're excited to see this. You know, this is probably going to be the second of the trilogy between these three guys, and the Fiend will eventually come and get his hands on on Braun after
Get
this.
His comeuppance.
Yeah, get his comeuppance here. Now, that's probably why they made it a non-title, so they can have Bray actually maybe win the match.
Okay, and then lead to like, yeah.
Then
okay,
the Fiend want to come for the title, maybe something like
you're
that.
Smart, man. You're so smart. You're giving these ideas for free. You're giving them for free.
I know I should charge for them, but that's what I think they're gonna. I think that's why I think they made it a non-title swamp fight. Especially, how can the Eater of Worlds Bray, since you destroyed that character basically over all the years, you got to freshen him up and change him up. You're gonna bring him back for this one time and then have him lose in his own territory again.
Well, that's what old Bray did, though.
That's what old Bray did. So it'll be kind of like just like pretty much on par with old Bray if he does lose. But you might as well switch it up.
He did get his house burned down by Randy. Remember that shit? It was just like,
yeah.
So
that was awesome. We'll see what happens, guys. But that's takeaway number 3. The next thing on the show was the main event that we talked about: Baron Corbin versus Jeff Hardy for the honor of Undertaker, I guess. Match was going. They went to a commercial. They came back, and then all the wrestlers were on the ring for some reason. It was like very random. Jeff Hardy got the win with the Swanton, and then he has New Day come in. Well, he gets attacked by Braun King Corbin after the match, and then the New Day comes in to help him out. Big E hits him with his finish. Then they bring in Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman drops with a power slam. Then they bring in Matt Riddle, which is surprising. Bro. I mean, he had such a big week last week, and then he's just here in this really like throwaway part at the end, really random. But he gets in, hits his move on King Corbin, and then they all just kind of celebrate with a picture of Taker on a Tron. He have Jeff Hardy on his knee doing the Undertaker pose. So that's the way it ended. It's just all a tribute to Taker, to Undertaker.
I mean, and he deserves it. And
he cannot come back after something like this.
Nah, he isn't gonna come back. Anthony Vince is gonna call him right now. He's on a ranch in Texas. He's chilling, hanging out, enjoying his retirement.
It's like,
and then
he's like Terry Funk and Ric Flair. They just
basically
retiring and they keep coming back.
But like, you're right. I mean, it totally is that way. Hopefully, Taker's done. Taker's one of the greatest of all time. He's on everybody's Mount Rushmore. He should be. And the stories that you hear about him in the locker room as like the leader and like just like the biggest badass and like what you aim to be in life is basically what Taker is. So thank you, Taker, for all the awesome memories and all the awesome matches. He's literally on my Mount Rushmore no matter. I mean, if he's not on your Mount Rushmore, then you're an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't see how he cannot be on there. It's just tremendous career, amazing character, amazing man, amazing like just person in general as a man. You know, the reliability, the loyalty, and the passion he has for professional wrestling. So
and 30 years on top, 30 years, like that's a fucking amazing run.
I mean, like, he won a title in his first year in the company.
Like if you think about it, Austin's run from 98 to 2003. I mean, and then you got The Rock maybe from 99 where he was 98 to 2001 too. Like it's just, like. And then you have this guy 30 years. That's a long time, man.
Yeah. So
on top.
Guys, that is the video for today. That is Friday Night Smackdown, the tribute to Undertaker. So 3 takeaways from the show. Appreciate you guys for watching. Remember, if it doesn't work for you, do not do the job.
Later, Marks.